Hello and welcome to my video log. Today I've got a story to tell you, so thank you for clicking and I hope you enjoy my story. My story takes place in the recent past, and it's about this gentleman, and he's driving his automobile in the middle of the night, in the middle of nowhere, and it's a very long stretch of road, and his automobile breaks down and stops running. So he pulls his automobile to the side of the road. He opens up his hood and he looks inside, but he doesn't quite know what's wrong with his automobile, why it's not running with his car, because he's not a mechanic. So what does he do now? His car is broken down, it's at the middle of the night, in the middle of nowhere, and he's been driving for hours and he's very, very tired. So he pulls out his cellular telephone and he makes a call, but he tries to make a call, but unfortunately it's the middle of nowhere. So he doesn't have any service, so he can't make his telephone call, so there's nothing he can do. So, being that it's the middle of the night, he figured if he looked around he might be able to see some form of light somewhere out there. So he looks around and around and around and around and around. Nothing. He sees nothing but darkness. He can't even see the road. So he looks around again. This time, he sees a light way over there, way down in the distance. Very, very far down in the distance. But it's really far out there. It's very, very far down there, and you know, since his car is broken down, that leaves him only one option. So he starts walking. And walking and walking. And after about 20 minutes or so of walking, he realizes that he hasn't gotten very far because it's in the middle of the night, and he can't even see the ground that he's walking on. So suddenly he starts to get a little scared because it's in the middle of the night. So he starts jogging, trying to get there a little bit quicker. But then he gets a little more scared because it's in the middle of the night, in the middle of nowhere. So he starts running because he just wants to get there quicker, you know. Finally, he arrives at the place that was causing the light, and it's a monastery, a giant monastery with a light on top. And there's a door, a giant door, one of the swinging open sorts of doors. So he pounds on the door, pounds and pounds and pounds, and there's no answer. So he pounds again, and he pounds and pounds and pounds on the door, but there's still no answer. So a third time he pounds and pounds and pounds, and after there was no answer, finally there was an answer. The door opened, and there was a man standing there with a shaved head, a brown robe, and he was very, very short, about 2 or 3 feet shorter than the man himself. And the man that opened the door said to him, "Hello, my son." "I've got a cough." "Hello, my son. I am the head monk of this monastery, and you have woken me up in the middle of the night, which tells me that there must be some kind of emergency. Otherwise, why would you have woken me up in the middle of the night? So, my son, what can I be of service to you?" And the man tells the monk that his car was broken down way back there, way back, way on back, way back there, back by the road. So the head monk said, "All right, my son, we can provide you lodging for the night, right this way." So the monk takes him in the back room, and he gives him a room that he can sleep in, and the man goes inside the room, and he shuts the door, and he sits down on the bed, and he takes off his shirt, but I'm not going to do that, so don't get any ideas. He takes off his shirt, and he lays down on the bed. And as he's laying here, he's trying to get some sleep, because it's in the middle of the night, and he's been traveling for quite some time, and he's very, very tired. However, he doesn't get to sleep at all, because only a moment later he heard this noise, this strange, uncanny nails on the chalkboard, high-pitched, low-pitched, screaming, very, very loud, but yet very kind of quiet, awkward noise that I cannot describe to you, because I am unable to, because there are no words for this noise. And it woke the man right up. He sat right up in his bed, and he looked around a little bit, but all he could see were the walls of the room that he was in. Yet all he could hear was that noise, and it kept him up. All night it kept him up. So finally, when the sun came up, the noise stopped, the man was able to get some sleep. So he got some sleep, and he slept until the wee hours in the afternoon. It was 2, 3, or 4 o'clock in the afternoon by the time he finally got up. And when he got up, the head monk of the monastery had told him, "By the way, we brought your car back over here. We fixed it all up for you, and you're very good to go now. The car is running beautifully. You're welcome." So, the man says, "Thank you very, very much for fixing my car. I really do appreciate it. But I have a very important question for you. I could not sleep a wink last night because I heard this terrible, strange, horrible, high-pitched, low-pitched, very loud but very quiet noise last night that kept me up all night. And I want to know what it was, because I cannot figure it out for the life of me. I could not figure out at all what caused that noise. So please, please, I implore you to tell me what the noise was." And the monk said to him, "I'm sorry, I cannot tell you what the noise is, because you are not a monk."
Please hang up and try again.